Hello, everybody. Today we are going to run the first 15 Rockwell notes. Thought that would be interesting. We're going to take Patina here. I have the man Thyla in a cryopod in case we need him. Actually, we are going to use him. It's not in case. I don't think we'll actually need him. Never mind. But he is there if I need him. So, that being said, I have all the notes already marked out. That's number 10. That's not what we wanted. We need to land. There we go. Of course. That's 10. There's one. All right. And of course, we head out in the middle of a heat wave. That's great. We'll be all right. Off to Rockwell note number 1. It is obviously in the direction of the red obelisk right over there. We have the blue obelisk off to that. This is going to be the river right here. I think, judging by the map, I think it was in the dunes. Trying to think of where. I know we're close to the Dragon Trench as well. We might come across more of the of this type of dragon in this area. Keep our eyes peeled for another alpha. And keep an eye on my health since we're out in the middle of a heat wave. I hear a thorny dragon. Yes, it is in the middle of the dunes, and this is the Dragon Trench. So we can see the Dragon Trench. It's not the first one, but it's the second one. I hear one of these kinds of dragons, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's just a young one. All right.
Confound those confused contraptions. Despite my best efforts, I could make neither heads nor tails of the mysterious machine that brought me here. If only I still had that jittery, bespectacled assistant of mine from all those years ago. What was his name? Gerald? Geronde? The one that loved tinkering with the devices we'd salvaged from the arms of the island's less fortunate inhabitants. Good lad. The inscriptions he found on the inside of those little trinkets were where I first saw the word ARK, as I recall. Shame about the incident with the consignatus. If I still had his services, perhaps I'd never be in this godforsaken desert. Oh well. Stiff upper lip, Rockwell. Make the best of it.
That is note number 1 for Rockwell. We are at latitude 71.7, longitude 10.7. We are now going to head to the red obelisk. It's in the direction we're already going because we need to go there and cool off and hopefully not die. We have the heat stroke and the heat wave. All right. Let's grab some of these while we're at it. The red obelisk is my favorite place, by the way, to get silica pearls. You don't have to go swimming. they're like all over this area. Even, see, there's just tons of them. All over the place. I think this is farthest up I found them, is right here compared to the centerpiece there. But they are all over. Tons of them. So you can see just like, see that? And that's just me playing around. I got 352 of them. And I wasn't even like seriously looking to get a bunch of them. So they're all over the place here. All right, well, I'll bring you guys back once the heat wave is gone. See you in a bit. All right, the heat wave is gone. And I'm healed up, so off we go. There's a little dragon. Off to Rockwell, note number 2. So this looks like it's over by the T-Rex triangle. Where there's a Rex spawn here. So that's point 1. There's a Rex spawn there, which is point 2. And then there's a Rex spawn there, which is 3. So I call this area the Rex triangle. You can literally fly between those 3 points and just kill Rexes until the level you want comes up. So there's literally a Rex spawn right there. And right here. In this area. See, look, there it is. That's a 145. Okay. We, I don't know if we'll be able to get him away from the Anky's almost dead. So we'll let him get rid of the Anky. Why are you not? go. Come on. Follow me over here. Really? All of these things have to beat up on you at one time? All right. Did we get rid of all of them? No. All right, there we go. Come on. I don't think she can get to me. Or she. All right, that works. Oh, wait a minute. You have mutton on you, don't you? Maybe. No. All right, there we go. Now we'll sit and wait. Or why that's going. We'll grab note number 2. That works. Let's see. Do we see the note anywhere? Huh. Oh, there it is. Inside.
Right then, now that I have found a shady spot where I can enjoy a brief respite from this desert's dreadful heat, it's high time that I set some goals for this expedition. If I wander about aimlessly, then I'm sure to meet the same fate as poor Gerald. First, I shall find a local tribe, if for no other reason than to obtain a proper mount and supplies. Second, I simply must learn more about that strange metal that lined the walls of the sanctuary. Even with a cursory study, I could tell that it possesses wondrous properties. But where can I find more of it?
That is note number 2. That. Going back in that direction. So we are at latitude 72.5, longitude 86.7. Our T-Rex is ready. So we will pick her up and head for Rockwell note number 3. Did I see a baby though? I wonder if the baby survived that whole ordeal. There's another one. That's only a 25. Let's see here, just a second. No. There's no 145 baby. Okay. We got a 145 T-Rex while running notes. Hey. Can never go wrong with the Rex triangle, I tell ya. Here we go. Heading back towards note number 1. This one looks to be at the Coliseum, close to it. I still can't get over the gliding look of these dragons. It's just super pretty. I mean, look at that. All right, enough admiring my dragon. We're doing note runs. We're not playing with dinos. Although you can't pass up a 145 T-Rex. I mean, come on. So where is this? The last one that was over here took us a while to find. It was like hidden. I wonder if this one. Alright, this one doesn't look to be on the stairs like the last one. Alright, I don't know where this one could be. Hmm. Oh, there it is. I see it. Did you guys see it? So you're going to need grappling hooks or a flyer to get this one. Because there it is.
I must say, nothing reminds a man of his own mortality quite like a desolate wasteland. As a strapping young lad, I could have survived alone in this desert for years. Why, on one occasion, I fought off a Bengal tiger with naught but an empty flask and my favorite pipe. With this makeshift spear, the beasts of this land would never have a prayer. Yet in my old age, I can feel this damnable sun sapping my strength with every minute I spend under its unforgiving gaze. Each day I cover less ground than the day before. I must find civilization soon, no matter how primitive. Without the right tools and supplies, I fear that this expedition will be incredibly short-lived.
And that is Rockwell note number 3. Heading back towards 2. Back and forth and back and forth. Okay. But we are at latitude 85.2, longitude 13.7. And we are off to Rockwell note number 4. Let's move your butt, Fatima. Flap those dragon wings. All right. So we're heading back towards the T-Rex triangle. Note number 4. Just traveling along, singing a song. Weird things that pop into my head while I'm gliding on my dragon. Thorny dragons. I hear them. All right. So, are those the ruins of Nadi? I think so. I'm almost positive that's what that is. Maybe not. I can't remember. I do know that's a cave. I can't remember if that's the ruins of Nadi or if that was something else. I have forgotten more about this game, to be honest. Been playing for so long. Alrighty.
Eureka! At last, I have found signs of human life. This afternoon, I came across a fresh series of footprints, some from humans and some from, what I assume, are large beasts of burden. I cannot be sure who made them or how civilized they may be, but neither can I afford to be too particular in my choice of saviors. Whoever they are, I must track them down immediately. As soon as I gather my strength, I shall pursue my quarry with the utmost haste and vigor. The tale of the brilliant and impeccably groomed Sir Edmund Rockwell shall not end this day.
Of course, a death worm has to get me. Come on. Come on. There we go. We killed it. All right. Really? All right, it's going after that. So we are at latitude 79.1, longitude 83.4. Now we are going to 5. We're running into all kinds of things. Notes. Level 147 T-Rexes, death worms. Speaking of death worms. Nope, no death worm horn. No pearl. Well, that sucks. I wonder if that's because I'm using the dragon to harvest it. I bet you it is. It's because I'm using the dragon. Off to the great unknown. All right, so there's the base off to our left. You can see that spawn, that waypoint. And they're not far off from each other. That gives you an idea of where we're at on the map. I believe there's the green obelisk right there. Okie dokie. This one's going to be off in the dunes again. Hopefully we don't come across another death worm. I love this gliding mechanism on these dragons because it barely eats up any stamina. And you can literally fly around the entire map. Just gliding without having to land to refresh your stamina. Now, if I was booking it, I would have to stop. But all right. Whee! There we go. There's a well. 2 trees. Here comes a death worm. 2 death worms. Holy cow. Three death worms? You gotta be freaking kidding me. 3 of them? This is absurd.
Outside. Outside. You want to finish it?
Yeah, come on, all 3 of you. Come on. There's 2. All right, there might be 1 more still left over here. I think we're good.
Salvation, thy name is Prophet's Rest. After a proper meal and some time out of the sun, the makeshift fortress doesn't look half as grand as its name might imply. Yet when I first sighted its walls from across the dunes, it may as well have been El Dorado itself, so grateful was I to find it. Thus far, I have seen little of the inhabitants, but they seem a hospitable sort. I've been given food, shelter, and even a wet cloth to clean myself with. Quite generous of them, considering how scarce water is in these lands. Their clothing is a curiosity, however. Those robes seem more ceremonial than functional.
That is Rockwell note number 5. We are at latitude 11, longitude 84.6. And obviously be careful out here, because you could end up with 3 death worms. 1 I can handle. 3's a little much. All right, we're off. You can see the blue obelisk there in the distance. Come on, come on. All right. So this one's really close to the blue obelisk. So there's the blue obelisk. And we are coming in. So there's the blue obelisk. There's that mountain terrain right there. And right over that is where this note is. Well, that right there is a nice little, you can see the, oh, I hear a dragon. There it is. Can we get in there? All right, so in this little group of trees, where to go? There it is.
It seems that Prophet's Rest is less a fortress and more an enclave or monastery. I suppose that would explain the name, now wouldn't it? Yet as strange as it may sound, the natives have created a primitive religion centered around the Ark's obelisks. They pray 3 times a day, each time facing a different obelisk, and their robes bear a unique symbol, a 3-pointed star colored red, green, and blue. The blue obelisk appears to receive particular reverence due to its proximity. As charmingly ignorant as their superstitions may be, it's far from the most savage religion I've encountered. Besides, Prophet's Rest is in need of a doctor, and I am in need of supplies.
I wonder what if they figure out what kind of doctor he actually is. All right, so that's Rockwell note number 6. We are at latitude 23.7, longitude 38.8. And we are off to the next note. Oh, there it is. So this is sending us, is that the red obelisk? Yes. So we're heading towards the red obelisk. Do, 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 do. All right, a little faster. Come on. All right, it obviously is not there. What one are, oh, I know where this one is. Duh. All right. So, number 7 is actually in the tunnels. So, what you're looking for is this crack. You can see it below me. There is an entrance. Can't remember. All right, so on this side, it's just a crack opening. On the other side, though, there is an actual gate. So we're going to run through there. It's normally pretty safe in here. I've never ran across anything scary, which is good. Let's get to moving a little faster. Oh, he looks beat up. There might be something scary in here. Oh, yep, there it is. All right, so it's a good thing I let the man out. We are going to find... Oh, there's a queen bee, too. All right, which direction? No! Why? Come back here. I'm wondering... I think this might be in the cave. Yeah. So here's the gate that I mentioned before. You can see the red obelisk there. This is the gate into the old tunnels. And it doesn't really matter which direction you go, because it's all one tunnel. You can't, there's no, nothing crazy. I'm almost positive it's in the tunnel, which is this way. I'm gonna double check before I come in here, because this is actually a cave. Okay. Now, a Thyla will not fit in this cave, but you can cryopod it in. So we're gonna come on down here. This way. I should have brought lesser antidote. Go up and around. Oh, we're not gonna fit through there either. Come on, get rid of the web. There we go. All right. Come through here. I think we passed it. But while we're here, I'll grab this. Oh, come on. There it
I
is.
have discovered why Prophet's Rest is so generous with their water. The well at the edge of the compound is built directly on top of what the locals call a water vein. An endless supply of water bubbles up from beneath the earth. Its existence is a minor miracle, though compared to what I saw in the starlit sanctuary, minor is the operative word. I suppose this ARK must be floating among the stars, just as the island was. What an extraordinary thought. I cannot fathom how such a thing is possible, but that remarkable metal must be at the heart of it. I am certain.
All right, so that is note number 7. Good thing I brought the man. And we are at latitude 58, longitude 44.8. So it is hiding. I don't even see it. So it is right here, but like you don't even see it. It's like in the rocks, maybe? Or what if we... Yeah. So it's like right here, but you can't see it. So there's that one. Now we'll walk our way back out of here. Nope, this way. I am underground. How can I be hot? That's not the button I wanted. All right, I will bring you guys back after this heat wave has gone away. All right.
Don't even think about it.
Here we go. Now we can pull Fatima back out. Put all this back on her. Oh, well, that was fun. Another heat wave, having to do another cave. We're coming across all kinds of crazy stuff on this note run. The 145 T-Rex, and then we took out a death worm, and then we had 3 death worms show up. 1 I'll take on, 3 at a time. Yeah, no. Oh, look, it's a flying Titanosaur. Hello, Mr. Flying Titanosaur. Just another thing to add to all the crazy stuff we've seen. Actually, that's not what I wanted. Right, here we go. Oh, on the other side.
Most of my work as the monastery's doctor has been trivial. Every now and then one of the guards gets injured by the local wildlife, but I usually find myself treating heat stroke and common illnesses. As such, I have had plenty of time to learn all the priests know about the obelisks. All told, they are stunningly ill-informed about the literal pillars of their faith. They are unaware that the obelisks are actually devices that can be activated, and needless to say, they have never activated one themselves. They showed a flicker of understanding when I described the artifacts I found on the island, however. I shall have to keep digging.
Interesting. So that's note number 8. We are at latitude 21.7, longitude 66. And thankfully, no death worms. I want to see. Oh, it was an ascended saddle, but it's only 88. I don't care for that. Well, it's not all that great, but okay. Heading back towards the green obelisk. For number 9. Gotta be in these ruins somewhere. There it is.
Unbelievable. Have these idol-worshipping ninnies replaced all their common sense with blind devotion? Have years of oppressive heat completely addled their brains? I was finally allowed to see the monastery's inner sanctum, and lo and behold, there they were. Sitting upon an altar before a flock of protesting primitives were these glowing artifacts, just like the ones I had found in the caverns beneath the island. Yet, instead of making use of them, or even studying them, these half-wits are praying to them. The true value of those artifacts is completely lost on these simpletons. Sacred relics, indeed.
So that's note number 9. And note 10 is there. All right. So 10, we're heading back towards the Rex Triangle. Oh, wait a minute. We are at latitude 54.5, longitude 77. Now we can go to note number 10. It sounded like a dust storm or a sandstorm, but I guess not. There it is.
It took time, but I finally pilfered enough supplies and tools to survive on my own. Loading them onto these camel-like beasts of burden was laborious, but the real trial was absconding with the artifacts. There is always someone watching the inner sanctum, so I carefully studied the guard shifts until I identified whose drink I had to spoil with my knockout serum. Even then, I acted with great haste and guile, for my heist will surely be discovered when the priests convene for their morning prayers. Alas, they will be too late. Sir Edmund Rockwell is always ahead of his foes, but not by a mere step. No, I am miles and miles beyond their reach.
Evil man. That is number 10. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? None of them are. All right, so there's 10. Well, 13, 14, 15. So 11, oh, 11's red, so. There we go. All right. Oh, wait. We are at latitude 86.1, longitude 68.5. Now we're off to 11. So we got the river below us. Looks like we're headed to the other side of the map, towards the blue obelisk. We got the archways there below us. More of the river. The waterfalls. This probably wouldn't be a bad place to build a base either. Like right here where this pool is, it's 65% wind. That probably wouldn't be a bad place to build like a little outpost. There's another little pool. I think with a waterfall. These would be cute places to build little outposts. All right. And then it's right up there.
It has been several days since I left Prophet's Rest, and I have seen no sign of pursuit. I am unsurprised. They probably assumed that I would make for the blue obelisk as it was nearest. By setting out for the green obelisk instead, I already outwitted those simple-minded zealots. As I said, miles ahead. Miles. With those fools out of the way, I can slow my pace and take some time to properly study these so-called sacred relics of theirs. I am curious to see if the materials they are made of bear any similarity to the metal in the Starlit Sanctuary.
So that is number 11. We're going to find 12. And we are at latitude 28.1, longitude 49.8. Is not that far. You can see the house up there, the ruin. All right. Let's
The obelisk is reacting to the presence of the artifacts with even more intensity than I expected. Each obelisk on the island required 8 artifacts to generate that sort of response, not 3. In other words, I may not need to do any spelunking before summoning whatever terrifying beast this ARK has in store for me. Ah, the beast. Now that poses an entirely different conundrum. Even with my youth and my favorite pipe, I doubt that I could slay a monster such as that dragon Mr. Nerva fought. Not alone, anyway. I shall need to find a partner for this venture. But who?
interesting. That's number 12. We are at latitude 35.9, longitude 42.1. Now we're going to go to 13. (11, 12, and 13 all seem really close to each other, so that's nice. I hear a dragon. It's inside this little...
I have turned back north in the hope of making contact with some of the natives. It is a risk, as I cannot be sure how many bumbling savages are under the sway of that ludicrous obelisk-worshipping cult, but it is also the only region that I definitively know is occupied. I do not have much to offer in exchange for their aid, but I am sure that I can negotiate an alliance with at least one of this ARK's tribes. I was at the center of the island's diplomatic disputes for years, after all. Why, I am a seasoned, silver-tongued negotiator. Surely I can coax a partnership out of these primitive desert dwellers.
That is 13. All right, I had to take a break to go eat dinner and can't remember where I'm at. So, latitude 27.2, longitude 55.1. Did I... Nope, get rid of that one. What number are we on? A 13. And now we need 14, which is yellow. It's that one. All right, here we go. Nope. Not what we're looking for. There's our flying titanosaur. Do. All right, apparently I should have gone around the other way. Actually, I wonder if this one isn't up here. There it is. It is right inside these ones.
What terrible misfortune. My keen sense of direction finally led me to a local settlement, but as it happened, I was not the first party to visit it that day. That honor belonged to the Burning Phoenix clan, a band of raiders that were plundering its storehouses and enslaving its surviving residents as I arrived. Naturally, the hoodlums fell upon me and stripped me of my valuables within minutes of my arrival. Ruffians! I managed to keep hold of my journal, but little else. This won't do, not at all. Then again, I was seeking out a tribe skilled in the art of violence. Perhaps I can turn this to my advantage.
Conniving Mr. Rockwell. That is for sure. All right. Oh. Where is it? Oh, because it's right. No, not that one. I know where it's at. I've been avoiding it because I didn't want to hit it, and I think I accidentally hit it. This is in the ruins right outside my base. And I might have to actually pick up the Zeppelin in order to see it. As my Zeppelin is resting inside the ruins.
Where's Mr. We got the other version of this thing like in the way.
All
Put it in
right.
the drawer underneath the coffee.
Now. There it is.
Yeah, that one doesn't have.
Curse these stubborn brutes. Despite a litany of polite, gentlemanly requests, they refuse to allow me to parley with their leader. Surely any leader of men is not half the imbecile that these barbarians are. I am positive that we could come to some sort of... Oh, damn this noise! It is impossible to concentrate with all this insufferable whinging. Half of these prisoners won't stop moaning about one injury or another, and the other half are in constant hysterics. Very well. Perhaps if I tend to some of the wounded, it will dim this distracting cacophony.
And that is number 15. That's going to do it for this video. All right, we are back at base. That was loads of fun. We left Mr. Rockwell pretending to care and treating wounded. I will see you all next time. We will go through Rockwell notes 16 through 30. See y'all later. Bye.